Hello and welcome to another rolling review. I am your reviewer, Wheelchair21, and in today's review it will be Kamen Rider Gaim, Arms Change, 08, Shin Zangetsu. Shin Zangetsu is Zangetsu's upgraded form. It's his new form using the Genesis driver and using his energy lock version of the Melon. Now the box art is pretty awesome with some cool oranges, has a great shade of grays and blacks and silvers. And on the back it shows the 07, 09, and 010. You have Gridon with the Dandelion. You have Kurokage with the Tulip Popper. And then you have Jinba Lemon Arms, which recently released at the time of this review. Cool part about this is, unlike most AC figures, the weapon can actually attach to the lock, as shown in this photo. And it actually has a special recoil ability to actually look as if it's firing. The actual contents of this figure is the lock seed, the face plate, or at least the visor part, and the sonic arrow alongside the figure. The figure, as you can see automatically, is just a nice retool of the original Zangetsu mold. Shin Zangetsu, automatically, you can see, has had a lot of details and detail features added in and changed about his mask alone. He has parts coming off the side now of his eyes, some grooves coming off the bottom of his eyes around his mouth, and really well sculpted in silver lining to his crown piece. Along with that, the only new features are his Genesis driver was his nice orange melon lock seed, and also the black paneling on his hip and sides. Now, I think this actually makes the character a lot cooler. I like the details thrown into it. This awesome black padding. It just looks really nice. It's also in his armpits. It actually goes up his whole entire body into his armpits. It's really cool. I think the changes are great. It would have been cool if the original one had that, but I guess they wanted to do more significant changes to the character altogether. Or at least minor ones that were significantly noticed. Now, the figure has the same points of articulation in the shoulders, the elbows, the bicep, the actual swivel in the wrists, hand joints, waist joint, head joint, hip, you have your thigh joint, knee joint, and you have your ankle joint. All great features that came off of its predecessor, the old school Shokaku Henshin, which were the armor plate series that used to be featured all up and around like 2003 to 2007 around Den-O, where you actually put the armor around the figures, you put the helmets on them, and they're a really cool toy line. The problem was the PVC that they were made out of dried up easily over time, cracked, and the figure would break. These are a little bit more rubbery and should have a longer dexterity put into them, so they'll actually be more durable in the years to come. Now, the new Melon Lock Seed is awesome. It has clear plastic put into it, really nice, cool. The chest plate looks more like a Saiyan's chest plate armor. I think that's what also made a lot of people like this, is you have Zangetsu, who people, think embodies the anime known as Bleach, the manga, and then you give him some Saiyan armor, or some Frieza Squadron armor, or Genyu's Cooler Men, and, not Genyu, Cooler's Cooler Men, or Genyu Squad, or whatever. Like, just, it looks awesome once unfolded, and you can attach the sonic arrow to the back of the actual lock seed, or the lock arms. When putting it on, it just clips right over the head, and right onto the shoulders like previous lines. It's easy to maybe actually open it up a bit so you can clip it on easier without breaking the hinges to your melon lock. Then you just fold the plating the correct way, and you get a new Zangetsu. Shin Zangetsu, the true form of the rider. And don't forget to put in his visor and back helmet piece. Once that's in, the character is fully at his best. It is a little bit bulky, mostly in the back, this piece right here, but it's a good feature. It actually pops off easier than the Melon one, so you can actually display it like in a lot of different features as if it was sitting, or just at least it'll take away some of the extra kibble. Personally, the chest plate is now closer to the stomach and a lot better. It actually doesn't extrude as much as the original, as you can see with this figure here. It's pretty extruding a little bit more. It's a little bit more curvy, just bulkier than the original. The only thing they really share is the base body mold, the same character name, the way that the back sticks out. But overall, with the new changes to his shoulder plating and his helmet, he looks like pretty much just a distant relative or a brother to the original design. The actual awesome Sonic arrow does open up and close, open up and close. There's no featured lock seat attached to it, which is cool, so that means you can hand it off to anyone to display. It does clip onto the back, as stated, which it's actually in this 2-area notch to plug it in. Once plugged into his back, that's how he actually carries it, but when he's firing it and holding it, it's usually held in the left hand, which can easily be displayed by just opening up his hand and putting the bow inside. Once applying the Sonic arrow, it's not as snug as the shield is. It doesn't have a firm grip on the actual weapon, but it looks great with the character. It brings out all of the features of what an Energy Rider is supposed to be, and it's just an awesome figure to own and have. The figure retails for about 3,000 yen, but I got it for sale at 25. Now, you can buy this at AmiAmi, HobbyLink Japan, Hobby Search, and I believe you can find some retailers in the States using Amazon as their hub. You can also get it through middlemen and Yahoo Japan auctions. I recommend that people should get this figure. It's a great figure. It's hard to get right now, and I have a feeling it will go up in price. It will inflate, just like the Zangetsu has after its initial release, because Zangetsu is overall a popular character and a figure and design throughout the series of Kamen Rider Gaim. I believe, like I said in the previous Zangetsu review, that it has to do with the fact that they named him Zangetsu. Bleach is a popular anime, it's a popular series, and the character that portrays him looks a lot like the actual human host for the Zanpakuto, Zangetsu, and he's also a really badass anti-hero or antagonistic dutagonist. It's really weird what Zangetsu really is supposed to be right now in the series, because they're not really developing, is he the bad guy or is he the anti-hero? Overall, 2 amazing features. As I can notice, unless it's just how the figure's angled, one looks a little bit smaller than the other, but I think that's just how my figures are angled at this moment in time. Yeah, they're about the same height. There's no difference. That was just an optical illusion I was having from my seating. But anyways, you can get them anywhere. They're great to own, great to have. Recommend that you get them now and get them for cheap. Don't get them past 3,300 yen, because then you're just falling into the trap. Shipping should be about 800 yen, and just enjoy. It's really great, cool to own, and I love the character. That's about it. This has been another rolling review with Wheelchair21. You can check me out here on Hero Otaku. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and all the podcasts that I'm associated with, either on Raijo Nihon or with Hero Otaku.